Good morning, I'm Chitrrakar and these are the headlines of the hour. The meeting of the House of Representatives underway at the Parliament building in capital's New Baneshwar. The Secure Transaction Bill scheduled to be tabled today. 7 Yarsagumba collectors died this year alone in the high Himalayan Patan area of Dolpo due to altitude sickness. Government indifferent towards their safety. Israeli attacks kill at least 42 Palestinians in northern Gaza. A wounded Palestinian man tied to the hood of Israeli military vehicle, using him as a human shield. And Venezuela come back to defeat Ecuador 2-1 in their first Copa America win since 2019. Jonder Cadiz and Eduardo Bello thus seal the victory. The meeting of the House of Representatives is currently underway at the Parliament building in capital's New Baneshwar. In today's meeting, the First Amendment Bill related to Secure Transaction 2080 is scheduled to be tabled at the Parliament, along with the informations received by the National Assembly. Likewise, the ministers of concerned ministries are scheduled to answer questions raised on their appropriation bills. Decisions on the proposals presented by lawmakers regarding reduction of expenses on various headings of ministries under the Appropriation Bill 2081 is also scheduled to be presented today. The articles of the Appropriation Bill 2081 is also scheduled to be finalized today. Finance Minister Borshaman Pun is scheduled to present the Appropriation Bill, Finance Bill, National Debt Collection Bill and Bill related to customs for discussion. Caterpillar fungus known as Yarsagumba, which is considered the Himalayan gem, is collected during the monsoon season. However, the collection of Yarsagumba, which is found in the high mountainous region, is a challenging task. Many individuals who take the dangerous journey with hopes of making their ends meet never return home. 7 Yarsagumba collectors have died this year alone due to altitude sickness. 22-year-old Jamuna Bista of Gotamkot of Atbiskot Municipality 4, Rukum West, who had reached Dolpa to collect Yarsagumba, died in Yarcha Patan of Dolpo Buddha Rural Municipality on 27th of May last month. She had died due to altitude sickness and lack of timely rescue and treatment. On the same day, Bam Bahadur Basnet of Barikot Rural Municipality 7, Jajarkot, also died in Naure Patan of Shefoksundo Rural Municipality due to the same reason. Residents of the Tarai and hilly regions are at risk of altitude sickness as the Patan region is at high altitude. Permits are granted every year for the collection of Yarsagumba in the Patan area for a month from 10th of Nepali month of Jait, which is around the 3rd week of May. However, due to its high altitude, Yarsagumba collectors lose their lives every year. The collection of Yarsagumba is considered the main source of income for the residents of Dolpa, while it is a seasonal income source for the residents of the nearby districts. Therefore, Yarsagumba collectors from Rukum East and West, Rolpa, Jajarkot, Salyan, Jumla and Humla, among other districts, reach the mountainous area of Patan in Dolpa to collect the caterpillar fungus. The government collects 500 rupees each from residents around the national park, 2,000 rupees each from the residents of the district, and 3,000 rupees each from people of neighboring districts. Likewise, the Central Area Management Committee charges between 100 and 500 rupees for waste management and prevention of theft and hunting. Meanwhile, the authority has made no arrangements for the safety of Yarsagumba collectors and their rescue and treatment. According to police, 7 Yarsagumba collectors died this year alone due to altitude sickness. 5 of them were from the nearby districts, while 2 were residents of Dolpa. Yarsagumba is being collected in more than 24 places of Mugum Karmarong Rural Municipality and more than 100 places of Dolpa this year. The trend of changing ambassadors along with the change in government has not portrayed a good image of Nepal among the international community. The government had decided to call back 11 ambassadors on 6th of June earlier this month and had recommended ambassadors to 8 countries on Friday. 2 days after being appointed the Prime Minister on 13th of July 2021, Sher Bahadur Deuba, through the cabinet decision, cancelled the recommendations of 11 ambassadors that were made by the KP Sharma Oli-led government. The Deuba-led government also took the decision in October 2021 to call back 12 ambassadors appointed by Oli-led government. The new ambassadors were appointed 4 months later, but their tenure lasted for less than 2 years. After the formation of the new ruling alliance, the incumbent government decided to call back the ambassadors who were appointed in March earlier this year, and the cabinet recommended new ambassadors on Friday. Serious attention has not been paid on the effects caused by the trend of changing ambassadors quickly on Nepal's diplomacy. Nepal sends ambassadors to 30 countries and 3 permanent missions to the United Nations. According to the directive of ambassador appointment, no less than 50% of the appointments should be made by including officers at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The rest of the appointments can be political. As political parties have made a mockery of the appointment of ambassadors, it has dented the country's image in the international arena. Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. What's your take on the trend of appointing and recalling ambassadors, neglecting their experience and expertise? The options are A, negligence in diplomacy, B, negative effects of power sharing, and C, compulsion due to alliance. Voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked in several provinces what the government must do to generate employment opportunities in the country. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
सरकारले ठाउँ ठाउँमा कल कारखानाहरू खोल्दिने
प्राकृतिक सम्पदाका विषयहरूलाई चाहिँ तपाईको चाहिँ प्रवर्धन गरेर सम्बोधन गरेर
सिपमूलक तालिम दिएर नै जहाँसम्म लाग्छ युवाहरू रोजगार गर्न सक्छन्।
सरकारले उद्योगमा लगानी लगाउनु पर्यो,
एउटा नीति ल्याउनु पर्यो र जसको जे क्षमता छ त्यही अनुसारको उनीहरूलाई रोजगारमा लगाउने काम गर्नु पर्यो।
कृषिलाई आधुनिक क्षेत्र बनाएर कृषिलाई व्यावसायीकरण गर्न अत्यन्त जरुरी छ।
उद्योग धन्दाहरूको प्रवर्धन गरेर पनि तपाईको युवाहरूलाई रोजगार दिनुपर्छ।
सिप नभएका युवाहरू छन् भने सिप सिकाउनतर्फ सरकार लाग्नु पर्यो।
स्किलफुल ट्रेनिङहरू दिनु पर्यो नगर स्तरमा, गाउँहरुमा।
हाम्रो देशमा धेरै उद्योगहरू बन्द भएको छ, ती उद्योगहरू चाहिँ सञ्चालनमा ल्याउनु पर्यो।
बिना धितो ऋण उपलब्ध गराउनु पर्यो र त्यो ऋण लगानी लगाएर चाहिँ नि बिना धितोको ऋणले मान्छेलाई रोजगारी व्यवस्थापन गर्नु पर्यो।
बन्द भएको कल कारखाना खोल्नु पर्यो, व्यवसायीले सजिलैसँग ऋण पाउनु पर्यो,
रोजगारीमूलक तालिम दिनु पर्यो।
स्थानीय कच्चा पदार्थमा आधारित नयाँ नयाँ खाली उद्योगहरू सञ्चालन गर्ने, लघु घरेलु र साना उद्योगलाई प्रवर्धन गर्ने।
Time now for international update. Emergency workers are scrambling to reach survivors in North Gaza after Israeli attacks killed at least 42 Palestinians in Shati refugee camp and the Tufa neighborhood. The bombings followed an assault on Al-Mawasi camp in southern Gaza that killed 25 people and resulted in a flood of wounded people, according to a Red Cross official. Israeli forces in the occupied West Bank tied a wounded Palestinian man to the hood of a military vehicle during a raid in the city of Jenin, appearing to use him as a human shield. An estimated 150,000 Israelis turned out for protest against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government, calling for a ceasefire deal and early elections. At least 37,551 people have been killed and 85,911 wounded in Israel's war on Gaza since October 7. The revised death toll in Israel from the Hamas-led attacks stands at 1,139, with dozens of people still held captive in Gaza. Anti-government protesters scuffled with Israeli police in Tel Aviv as officers tried to disperse a crowd gathering near Likud headquarters. Protesters called for an immediate ceasefire in Israel's ongoing war with Hamas. A twin rally was held elsewhere in Tel Aviv, led by families of Hamas hostages who called for their loved ones' release. Demonstrators also rallied to mark the 20th birthday of Nama Levi, who has been held hostage in Gaza since October 7. Israeli police said in a statement that 3 protesters were detained. A temple in southern India introduced a lifelike robotic elephant to be used in rituals in an effort to prevent animal cruelty. The mechanical elephant was donated by the animal rights group PETA to the Purnamikavu temple in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. The 3-meter-tall, 800-kilogram mechanical elephant called Baladasan can move its ears and tail. It has been given in recognition of the temple's decision never to own or hire live elephants, and will be used to conduct ceremonies at the temple in a safe and cruelty-free manner.
We know elephants are widely used in Kerala for religious and other purpose, and same time it is so common that the elephants run amok cases are also reported every year in Kerala. As per the Heritage Task Force reports, in last 15 years, 526 people was killed by the elephants used in Puram and other religious purposes. So to rectify all this, we introduced this mechanical elephant, that is the 3rd mechanical elephant in Kerala.
Kerala's laws make it mandatory for elephants to have at least 12 hours of rest after parading for 5 hours and 5 hours of rest after traveling. But elephants often suffer in captivity due to harsh training and poor living conditions. There have been cases in the past when elephants used for temple ceremonies ran amok, damaging properties and injuring or killing people. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.